Hello again. I'm back with another recipe for cinnamon craisin bread. And basically, you need 1 large egg at room temperature, 2 cups of water at medium to hot, 2 tablespoons of firmly packed brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of dry skim milk powder. You can also use coffee mate. 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. 1 1/4 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine cut into small slices, 3 3/4 of bread flour, or I'll be using all-purpose flour again today, 1 1/4 teaspoon of active dry or bread machine yeast, like I'll be using again because I am using the bread machine. 3/4 of craisins. Okay, and craisins basically are like raisins but only cranberries. So I know I made the tomato parmesan the last time, and this is what it turned out to be like. I did actually put too much oil in this particular recipe and it didn't rise as well as it should have, but it tastes great. It's a little denser than I would have liked it to be, but it's a great recipe. Okay, so once again, we have to start out with the hot water, or warm water, I should say. And basically when I say warm water, it's got to be 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And I did actually, I was smarter this time and got everything ready before, so it'll be a little smoother running this time. Okay, so that's 2 cups of warm to hot water. And like I said before, you always want to put the water at the bottom. You want all liquids, you want to start off all breads with the liquids at the bottom. Okay, and because I do not have any eggs on me, I'm not much of an egg eater, I'm actually just going to use 30 grams of olive oil instead. Okay. I don't actually have brown sugar either, so I made my own brown sugar, and it looks like this. And basically all I did was use some molasses, some dark molasses, and just white sugar. And you want 2 tablespoons. I like mine a little bit sweeter, so I am going to use a little bit more. So I did measure out a lot of these ingredients beforehand. This is 2 tablespoons of the dried skim milk powder. This is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Smells great. And this is 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is the margarine at room temperature. You want all your ingredients to be at room temperature. That way the yeast can rise properly. Because they do all have a timer, so like all bread machines have a timer, so you can't really stop it in mid-process and then let it rise more, unfortunately. So this is 3 3/4 cup of flour. You gotta make sure you get it all in there. Okay, and like I showed you in the last video, you want to create a well for your yeast by just putting the flour up along the sides. There we go. Okay, so it's 1 1/4 teaspoon of the bread yeast. And 1/4. And this is the yeast I'm actually using. I find it to be one of the better products of yeast. Okay, so basically like before, I showed you how the buttons work, and this time, yes, I did remember to plug it in. Okay, and it's a sweet bread, and it's only going to be 1.5 pounds. Okay, so the sweet setting is number 6. So there we go, and we have to change the weight of the bread to 1.5 pounds. And once again, I do like mine on the light side so that it's a little softer. Close the lid here and press start. Now with this, you're actually going to, it's going to beep at mid-cycle, and you're going to want to add the 3/4 cup of craisins, and that's them right there. And you just put it in and it automatically does the mixing for you. And that's all there is to it. So hopefully you guys come back and cook with me again, and happy cooking!